Hi heathens. So tonight, my video is going to be kind of a tutorial, but not really, because I am going to be kind of winging it. I'm going to go ahead and start while I'm rambling. I'm going to be doing a, like, gloomy, but make it glam type tutorial, because I was sitting there while my phone charged, just watching YouTube, and it started like pouring rain outside for like a whole minute, and then it stopped. I'm gonna go in with the Unicorn Glow Hydrating Primer, just a little bit. I haven't tried this since I got it, still sealed, but I kind of want this look to be a bit glowy. So I know that I had discussed possibly doing like a glam version of like the kind of how I did my makeup in high school meets glam. I want to try to find the actual like foundation powder that I used in high school before I do that, which I didn't wear all the time, but I feel like if I'm going to do an homage in any way to my high school years, then it just... Ooh, this stuff smells really good. That's weird. Is it giving me a glow? Oh yeah, a bit. But if I'm going to do a real homage to my high school years, I want it to be full-fledged, because I plan on doing like a little side-by-side. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my brows while that primer kind of sets in a little bit. I'm going to be using the Mellow Cosmetics brow definer in the shade Chocolate, which, yeah, chocolate, I've been using a lot lately, and the reason that I want to use it in particular for this look is while it does still look really natural on me, I feel like it is one of the kind of more cool tone browns without being too aggressive. And I feel like, uh-oh, I went a little too dark right there. I feel like with the eye look that I have in mind, I'm going to need something to kind of balance it out, so to speak. And I feel like this will do the trick rather nicely. So how is everyone doing? Mercury is in retrograde now, which is super exciting. Love that. I like to use it as an excuse for when things go wrong. Not things that I've done wrong, but you know, if a report doesn't work at work or something, like it doesn't run right, I'll just be like, ah, damn Mercury in retrograde. It's just a nice little fun excuse, and with all the stuff that it supposedly affects, I mean, who knows, right? You never really know. Alright, so that's my only complaint sometimes with this brow product. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera, but sometimes it'll just cling a little bit more to certain hairs for literally no reason. Like, it's kind of disrespectful, but it's okay. We're going to move on. So I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation today first. I know, who is she? I don't know. Especially since my look is going to be darker, because, you know, gloomy. Why I'm doing foundation first, I don't really know. I think it's because I know that I plan on having my, like, eye makeup try to be the star of the show. So I don't want to, like, start off with it and then the rest of the look be like, yeah, I get it. Foundation, cool. So exciting. Blah, blah, blah. You know? So I'm sure there are going to be people that are going to skip through this part, and that is right on okay with me. I did put a little bit of like lip balm on before this. Did I put it on my desk? No, I must have left it in there. I couldn't remember if I brought it in here with me or not, but it's the Argan Moroccan Magic Lip Balm or something that I received. I like it pretty well. It's nice and moisturizing without building up that weird... Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm using the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation again in Ivory, because I didn't want the foundation to be too, like, powerful. I want it to be nice and glowy to kind of contrast the eyes a little bit, but I didn't want the foundation to be the focus. I didn't want it to steal the show. I don't know if you can hear the thunder outside as it comes and goes, but it has stopped raining. It's just kind of teasing us with some thunder, which I wish it would just start raining again. Anyway, this moisturizes the lips without leaving that weird residue. I don't know if anyone else gets it, that like chapstick, like name brand chapstick leaves on me, where it like makes the inner of my lips like bunch up with white chapstick. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe my lips are too chapped for chapstick. Maybe it's something in the formula. I don't really know. I used to love chapstick back when I was in school, because I didn't wear lipstick. Sometimes I would wear a little gloss. But to school, I did not wear lipstick. Now for pictures, MySpace days, black lipstick. Me and my best friend, all about black lipstick, you know, that was just our thing. But to school, never. Also, I would have been told to wash it off or go home for the day, so it just wasn't worth the drama or the additional bullying, but that's besides the point. Anyway, my point is, I used to love chapstick, but now in retrospect, I just don't think it ever lasted long enough for me to have to worry about the bunching around the lips. So now I just only use it as a last resort. My primary, like, lip care product is Carmex. Love that stuff. It's super, super just nourishing. So that's always what I tend to reach for. Alright, so I had pulled this out to try, which is because I just bought it a couple trips ago to Big Lots and I keep forgetting about it. It's the CoverGirl Chocoholic Bronzer, chocolate scented. And I believe this was in the shade like 150 or 180, but unfortunately that number was on the little sticker that went over the opening. It looks like it's got a shimmer to it, but it is way, oh, it smells like chocolate, oh my gosh. It is way too shimmery for me to want to use as a bronzer. Thankfully, I swatched it before trying to put it on my face, because that would have been kind of devastating. So I'm going to go in with my Lovecraft Beauty bronzer trio. Is anyone surprised? I don't think so. But this time I'm going to dip more into this middle shade to kind of darken it up a little bit, because I want to be super like bronzed and chiseled. But I'm turning the brush a bit so that I'm only getting like the side of the brush down my cheek. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh, that was not well planned out. I got the wrong side of the brush covered. This way I'm like just chiseling down the cheekbones. And then I'm gonna get a little off on my hand so that I can go in with that lightest shade and blend it out some so that it's not as stark a contrast. And I did not obviously set this foundation beforehand, because I find if I'm going in with a bronzer like this, I don't need to. I feel like that's maybe a little too sharp. We're gonna try to clean this up just a little bit. See if I can get any more off of the brush. Of course, we're pulling hair out the ponytail, but that's how it goes around here. I'm gonna tap into both shades and add a little up on the temple to kind of bring down into that for blending The middle shade is definitely more, whoop, 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 look at all that hair. Definitely a little more warm than I would normally go for like everyday bronzer. But we're not going anywhere tonight. We're just having fun. So let's have fun. I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I am not going to use blush. Not just because I don't typically use blush, but because I feel like this look doesn't want blush. The look does not want blush. I had like a hair. I don't know if you can see it. Keeps trying to go up my nose. So for highlighter for this look, I do want something a little pizzazzy, a little out of the ordinary. I should have gone ahead and taken it out, but I knew where it was, so I figured why would I? This is the, I love it, the Wet n Wild. It was one of their like Halloween specials. It's called If You Got It, Haunt It. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of feeling like it's drying out a little bit. I might not be able to use this. I got way too much. But it's kind of like this purpley, gray, lavender type color. So we're going to go ahead and try to use this. I'm going to go back in with that Faro brush I used a few videos ago. And I'm going to just kind of dig in, so to speak, with the brush. Tap a little off. And then, oh yeah. We're just gonna go right on in. It's a nice, like, purpley pink. But like I said, it's almost gray toned. I love this stuff. This was one of the highlights that I used to wear the most. Just because when I really got into highlights. And I think that's why I'm still so drawn to like pink and purple highlights. Because between this one and the Shop Miss A one that really got me into highlights, they're both that pink, you know, feel. This one definitely has a little more purple. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but you can definitely see the like gray cast that it leaves. A lot of people do not like that. I can definitely see how it is, how it can be unflattering. I kind of love it. So sorry if you don't. Now, the stars of the show. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm combining two palettes. I'm going to combine the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette and the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions. So it's going to be like a gray and green moment. So in the Pretty Vulgar palette, we are going to get this giant fluffy brush that is stained green. Yep. Stained green. It is a BS Mall brush, and I'm going to go in first with this shade right here, Hide and Seek, and really hope and pray that this is all just staining, because nothing came off on my hand, but you know, it's me, and I'm just going to kind of pat this all over. It's not, ooh, I think I'm seeing a little bit of green. I'm going to do the other eye real quick just to make sure they get even. Ooh, yeah, we got a little green action. So let's just get a Wet n Wild blending brush. Go in with that same shade. Try to cover up that green action. This is a very cool tone, like taupe gray. So, all right. Now, I'm going to try something, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to take the dark gray shade down here called After Midnight. This is one of the first palettes that I received in BoxyCharm when I first signed up and started at YouTube. And it is like everything that like my little emo heart desires. It's such a gorgeous palette. Same shade, other eye. And when I first got it, I literally used it like every single day for like a month straight. How I managed to not hit pan on anything is beyond me. This is what I was afraid of. It went a little low. But I managed to somehow not. I'm gonna go in with the same shade and we're gonna do the middle. We're gonna create like a halo eye type thing, but with really deep shades. But yeah, I was using this like every single day. And then, you know, of course, started getting new palettes, started branching out a little bit as far as experimenting with colors, not only on my channel, but in everyday life. Not necessarily for, that is not pretty. Not necessarily for work, but, you know, just to have fun, play around, take pictures. Because I was definitely into like colored lipsticks, but as far as eyeshadows went, I kept it pretty neutral, except for the few times I would kind of get outside of my comfort zone with like that older L'Oreal shadow that I used, the bright blue one. I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to go along the edges of the inner and outer corners to try to clean it up a little bit and even it out. I'm not adding additional product to it. I just want to make sure it's kind of uniform. And then we'll clean up as we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Huda Beauty because I want to see what I need to change. I'm gonna go in first with my finger with this really, really deep green shimmer. Super, super bright. Well, super deep. Super pigmented is what I was trying to say. And apparently I do not know words. I'm just putting that all over that inner part of my eye, all the way up into the crease. Trying to get all the way into the lower lash or the upper lash line without taking it onto the lower lash. And tapping into those edges. And then same thing over here. I feel like I was saying something and now I have no idea what I was saying. Oh, I used to use this palette like literally every single day. I have so much like residue left on my finger. This is kind of ridiculous. And I stopped using it because I was branching out into these other palettes and colors and everything like that. And I feel bad because this palette really, really inspired me. And I feel like I just kind of abandoned it. Does that sound dumb? I'm going to take a thicker brush, like denser, smaller, and take that same After Midnight shade and start packing it back on right where the edges touch to help build this back up. And then I am going to take it just across the top here to kind of enclose that. And then same thing on the other side. Does anyone else have a moment like that? Like a palette that you're, or even a regular product. It doesn't necessarily have to be a palette, but just a product that you're super nostalgic about. Like maybe what got you into that particular product or type of makeup or whatever it is. I know I can't be the only one. I say I know I can't be. I might be. I'm going to take that same shade and go underneath the eye. We're going to give this a little raccoon eye moment and take it almost all the way in. Definitely just got some in my eye That feels real good. Also real nostalgic there, except it used to be eyeliner going right in my eye. And a wood pencil, usually at that, unless I was using the, what was it? The little awesome kohl twist. Ooh, look at the amount of fallout from that. Ooh, can you see that? I'm gonna try to take my fluffy powder brush that has no product on it, and we're gonna hope that I can just flick it away without... No, I cannot. Alright. Cool. Cool. That's okay. That's okay. We are gonna figure something out. I'm gonna try a trick. I'm gonna take this little NYX brush, try to scrape some of it like off out of my pores. Not quite, Sunny, not quite. We're gonna take foundation and we're gonna do the teeniest little dib dabs right here and right here, and we're gonna hope we don't cover up any of that highlighter. And this is what you do when you're just playing with makeup, guys. You screw up and you keep on moving, because it's just makeup. It's not that serious. And like, okay, cool, if you're getting ready and going out, I get being upset if you mess up and get a little fallout, or, you know, have to have a moment like this. But over here, we're just having fun. We're not going anywhere. We're just chilling around the house. All right, now I'm gonna do a thing that might ruin it again. I'm gonna go back in with the Huda Beauty palette and take the shade right in the center, which is that sparkly sapphire-y, almost tealy. We're gonna use this for inner corner. Ooh, ooh, look at that. Ooh, see, that's nice. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. That's good. Same thing on the other eye. Sorry, I think I'm blocking you. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and put on mascara before we go in for lipstick. I had stuff falling at me. I'm trying to not touch my face with this finger because it's still like got green staining on it, which is super fun. I don't know what mascara I want to use. I'm just gonna go in with the mini Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, because I feel like the wand on this one gives me pretty good control. And I'm going to focus this on my lower lashes, because on the top lashes you're obviously not going to be able to see that much unless I use falsies, because of the amount of dark shadow up top. So I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lashes first, and then just gently run the brush over the top to just give them a little bit of definition. But like I said, that focus I definitely want on the bottom lashes. So we're gonna come over here, do the same thing. And then we're gonna, no, we're not gonna spray it down, because, you know, I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna take down the hair, and then we're going to put on lipstick or gloss. I haven't really decided yet. I've got a couple different options in front of me, and I'm trying to like weigh them out in my head, because I don't know. Gloss is gonna be a lot easier to manage since I'm not going anywhere. Like to take off versus like a liquid lipstick, but you know, liquid lipstick might look a little better. I wish you could give me your input. Alright, we're just gonna go for this one, which is the LimeCrime. I think this is one of the Velveteens in the shade GiGi. If I can open it. I feel like this is a gorgeous, like, grayish brown nude. And these are like my favorite lip colors. So that is my Gloomy but Glam makeup look tutorial. Get ready with me. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of my content. And yeah, let me know what makeup product you really just have that connection to. I think that's the only product of mine that I really feel like that about right now. I'm sure if I get a little nostalgic, something will come back, but that's what I've got. I thank you for watching however much of this you did. You're a real MVP if you're still here and watching the end. Again, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to see more of my content. I will see you guys next time. Bye!